In the last episode, I was heading out of Georgia's capital Tbilisi towards Stepantsminda to see the impressive Mount Kazbegi. But as the winter in Georgia became more and more present, I decided to return to the place that I used to hate and love in the same time. So sit back and enjoy another episode of Monkey on Two Wheels.
I just arrived in Delhi and the road is already incredibly busy, but it's quite beautiful, the sunrise here with this smoke.
Since I don't like big cities, the first thing I wanted to do is to cycle out of Delhi, which is, due to the sheer size of the city, not an easy task. Apart from the super intense traffic, the first thing I've noticed is that the bicycle and human-powered trikes are an extremely popular way for hauling around all sorts of things.
The traffic here is very loud, very busy and very chaotic. So basically you're all the time scanning your surroundings subconsciously to not bump into something. So I'm entering MORADABAD now. It's pretty much halfway to Nepal, this city here. It's got a population of 880,000 and
that's already quite enough to create a traffic situation that gets everyone stuck for a while. That's India. Pure Indian chaos. And no matter how hard I tried to be invisible, it was just impossible to remain unseen, getting pretty much all the attention from almost everyone who passed me.
I just came, GoPro. Mic.
Yes, microphone.
Mic, mount GoPro camera आ गया.
I just wanted to take a break and it got immediately super crowded around me. And anyways, I'm now leaving MORADABAD and I keep cycling towards Nepal. It will be dark very soon, so I kinda have to look out for a spot for tonight, but it's gonna be really hard to find something. Couldn't find anything yet. I found actually one spot, but there a guy came and he asked me what I'm doing there, and I tried to signalize him I'm sleeping, and he said no, go. So I guess I can't sleep there. So I move on. It's not too late yet, actually. It's 6, but it's dark since it's winter.
I found a spot last night here between the bushes or between the trees, and it's now 10 in the morning and I'm gonna pack my stuff and head towards Nepal.
Wow, there's a huge pile of burning rubbish. I'm getting closer to the border of Nepal, but it's getting dark soon. I first need to get a photocopy of my passport image. In this town should be a printing service, a copy shop, and I'm trying to find this now.
After a short odyssey through a small town, I eventually found the one and only printing service and got my passport photo printed. With that, I could carry on towards Banbasar, the last town before the border to Nepal. Because it was already dark and the immigration office wouldn't be open anymore, I ended up camping 15 kilometers in front of the border, directly next to a river. So the only mission I had today in the morning was to keep moving towards Nepal.
So I'm now on my last kilometer here in India. I'm crossing this huge bridge, and after that will be the border to Nepal. So and here we are, welcome to Nepal. And it is immediately a much different vibe here. Everything is a little bit more relaxed, kinda similar to India. but way less mental stress for me. I don't know, it's kind of stressy for me if I'm approached every 10 minutes for a selfie and people talk too much to me. It's much more relaxed, just so much less traffic and everything is more green, more nature. I love it.
So I just had a quite unfortunate event. I managed to lose my wallet. That means also my credit card, and I have only 45 rupees left, which equates about 35 euro cent. Now I can just do nothing and sort out the problem tomorrow. That's all sort of food I have left, and I have some lentils, so I could still cook one more lentils meal. But I've texted a friend and he's gonna send me some money via Western Union. But since there's a time difference, he just needs to wake up and sends the money, and then fingers crossed that I can actually withdraw the money from the Western Union store. So I finished now the food that was left. I still have a little bit of water and I lost reception. Let's move from this spot and hopefully get reception back to get the message from my friend that he sent the money to Western Union. So I checked out the Western Union option, but it didn't work. But I met Bim and Ashok. They invited me for a lunch and they even gave me like 300 rupees. I recounted properly and it turned out that Bim actually gave me 600 rupees, which is in relation to the economical situation in Nepal quite a lot. If you see that, Bim, thanks a lot for your help, man. And you guys out there, Bim has got a YouTube channel where he posts a Nepalese rap, so go and check it out. The link for this is in the description. So I've been visiting now a MoneyGram station, or bank basically. So now I'm able to buy food again, everything kind of normal. So no problem anymore at all. Now I will just keep heading towards Pokhara, which takes me probably another 7 days from here. So I was cruising happily through the jungle when I suddenly was stopped at something that looked like a military post. But it turned out that this was actually the entrance of the BUTWAHL National Park, which contained an increasing number of tigers, and for safety reasons I had to use a vehicle for this particular stretch to cross. Since there were 2 of those dangerous segments and the first driver stopped here, I had to jump into the next vehicle. This time it was one of the typical Nepalese trucks. Thank you very much. See you, man.
Where are you from?
I'm from Germany. And you? From?
I'm eastern part of Nepal.
Okay. And here a lot of tigers, yeah? Tigers crossing?
Yeah.
How many? Do you see them sometimes?
If you this road you go in night,
Yeah.
you can see lion and tiger crossing the road.
Okay. Wow. Every day you see them?
Yeah.
Because the driver were quite cool and I enjoyed the experience of being in the truck, I stick with them for longer than I actually needed and covered a distance with them of like 2 days actual cycling. After being in this truck for like a few hours, I went all the way to Kohalpur and I was camping here just before the military post of Banke National Park, and now I'm on my way towards BUTWAHL. So until now it was actually kind of flat all the time, but slowly hills are appearing. That means I'm coming closer to the mountains. It's about 80 kilometers to BUTWAHL. From there I turn off left towards North Pokhara. After crossing through BUTWAHL, the condition of the road changed and also the landscape became more dramatic and much more picturesque. I was following now a river towards Pokhara and steadily kept gaining more and more elevation.
Look at these plants, they're like covered in dust. It's getting dark soon and I'm on this road. Basically there's, next to me is the mountain and the other side is the river. And there's a huge drop. So camping will be a little bit tricky, but let's see what I can find.
I got woken up by a group of curious kids. I was sleeping, I was dreaming like super sweet, and then it was like, "Good morning, mister, where you from?" 6 in the morning, fuck's sake. Anyways, I'm already awake, so I can cycle and cover some distance, and beautiful actually. Look at this, wow.
It's quite cold, to be honest. I didn't expect it to be that cold early in the morning. Usually I sleep so I don't notice. Let's see what the day brings. It's sunny anyway, so it will be warm in a few hours. From all the countries I've seen so far, Nepal is definitely number one. The food is awesome, the people are awesome. The landscape is absolutely nice. If you get ever the chance to actually cycle from Nepal, do it. You will not regret it. It's beautiful. Just some abandoned house here. And I think the view from here might be absolutely spectacular. Yeah, I think I could live here. Definitely good view. Wow. So it has been about now 10 days without washing my hair. I think it's pretty gross by now, so I'm gonna use the waterfall and wash my hair a little bit. New fluffy hair. Let's carry on. So good morning. It's very foggy today, in the morning at least. Look at the rock, it's steaming. Fuck's sake, that's crazy. Actually can see behind the fog the mountains. That's awesome. And yeah, it's about 50 kilometers to Pokhara, which is like perfectly doable for today. Okay, I will pack all my stuff and keep going to Pokhara. Alright, so back on the bike, straight into the jungle. I'm crossing through some small towns and just wind myself along the mountains here. And as I have just arrived now in Pokhara, the road condition drastically changed from smooth tarmac to bumpy gravel inside the city.
Here in Pokhara, I booked myself one of the cheapest rooms I could find and had a little bit of some rest before heading into the hardest adventure I could possibly imagine. So stay tuned for the next episode. Until then, stay safe, keep pedaling, cheers, adios amigos, and goodbye.